Hello and welcome back to Noob Bytes. In today's episode, we are going to be rooting the Moto X Play phone. And this phone I had purchased it from Flipkart last year in February, that is February 2016. And right now it's April 2017, so it's past its warranty and we can go ahead and root this device. Now I'm a bit impatient. I couldn't wait for the NuGet update to appear, and since that seems to be one of the hottest updates for this phone, but that's still not arrived. So rather than that, we install a custom ROM into this phone and get the latest OS update into it. So just to show you, this is the current configuration. Give me a second, let me just unlock the phone. It's my daily driver. It's one of my daily driver phones. So here we have the settings, or the main screen with the Google Now settings. Just getting back, under settings we have basically the about phone, and right now it's running on Android 6.0.1 and January 1st 2017 security patch. And yeah, so the build version also you can see down there's 107.70.15. and let's go back down to the hardware information. We have the model numbers XT1562. Basically this is the version which was released in UK, in Europe and in Asia, probably even in Japan also. So what we need to basically be doing is we need to get the correct ROM for this downloaded, at least the stock ROM of this particular phone. So what I've done is over here I have downloading, I'm right now downloading the XT1562 Asia Retail over here. Show it here. Okay. So yeah, XT1562 UK Retail, the Lux Retail Asia, actually not the UK Retail. So I bet you can see that now. So that is almost downloading and that's 4 minutes to go. So I'm just keeping the stock version with myself so that in case if anything does go wrong, we can always get back to it. So I'm keeping a folder and calls Moto X Play and storage stock image, so that I can keep a separate tab of things. So in preparation, I'm going to be downloading the Lineage OS, the stock image, and I have the ADB and fastboot ready for use in case, so that I can go ahead and troubleshoot and set this phone up. So further softwares I will be adding to this, and as and when I proceed I'll be showing you the next updates. So I'm just going to pause the video, let the stock image and later Lineage OS also download. So just wait. Alright, now we will I have downloaded the stock image of the Lux Asia Retail Asia 6.0.1 version of the stock image. Now next I'll be downloading the Lineage OS Android distribution. So for that we'll go down to the download section. Over here we'll select Motorola. Under Motorola we have Moto X Play, which comes under the subtitle Lux. So these are the set of images which are available for Moto X Play. So we will use the most latest one, which is right on top and has the date 6/04/2017. Basically last week, or in this very week, or rather it was released yesterday. So I'll download this also, and I will select the Lineage OS folder. Let's get back, Lineage OS folder, we just keep it here. So this apparently has the dual SIM version of the operating system, so it shouldn't be a problem, and it's just 361 MBs. You can see down there. So let me just pull out this. Yeah, it's 361 MBs. Pretty light, very lightweight OS. Take around 4 minutes to complete. So once it's done, let's get back to it. So the Lineage OS has downloaded, and the next step is we need to download the TWRP of this phone. Now if I go down to the TeamWin TWRP website under devices, I have actually gone through down to the list where Motorola is listed. I can see things like Moto G, Moto G5, the Moto X 2014, 2015, Moto X Pure, that is the Clark version, but I do not see the Lux version of this. Now this particular Moto X Play comes under the codename Lux. To get more information, we have this main information about Lux mode, and that we need to install a custom recovery. Now since TWRP doesn't have an official build, we need to actually go down and get a customized build for TWRP. For that, there's this XDA developers link which says TWRP for Moto X Play, where a person has actually created his own version of TWRP for Moto X Play. So we'll try to use this particular TWRP recovery, and let's see if that works out. So what I did was I took the liberty of downloading it. So it comes under TWRP Lux 3.1.0 R1. So we have a huge list over here. Basically we have revision 1, revision 5, revision 3, and lot of TWRP images which you can choose and download. So I've chose the latest one right up here, which is just recently released, 21/3/2017, 8 MB in size. So I downloaded it into our recovery folder. Now the next step, we'll be going ahead and unlocking the bootloader. So we'll proceed on to that next. So now to actually go ahead and unlock the bootloader, first of all we must set the phone to automatically accept control from the ADB from the computer. So now we know that this is basically, I'm just showing you this as a kind of demonstration. So over here we need to make sure that the developer mode is active, so that you have to click over here 7 times. Now you see I'm already a developer, that's why I'm getting this message which says that I'm already a developer. Go back down there to developer options. By default it might be off, set it on, and you'll get this error message that says that it's for development use only. Click OK and scroll down to the part it says debugging mode. Okay, and yeah, everything else is fine. Yeah, you don't have to change anything else over here. So debugging mode is switched on. Now the thing is that this particular phone has been set up for office purposes, so there might be a device administrator which prevent us from doing anything with the phone. So we have to make sure that the device administrator is disabled. So we'll go down to security and go down to device administrator. So I'm having an Outlook device policy which is used for my company, so I will disable that policy and disable that. Okay, so basically the phone is ready for rooting and for unlocking the bootloader. So now what we'll do is we'll take a cable, a normal micro USB cable which is connected to the computer, and we'll go ahead and attach it. So you might get a message somewhere, yes, on top. So yeah, just get rid of all unwanted notifications. Yeah, so it says USB debugging connected. Let's connect that. It's fine. Keep the phone aside and let's go down to the folder, the Moto X Play folder, and let's try to get. So I'm pressing the shift button, right click, and shift right click and open command window here. So we shall try to see if ADB works. ADB hyphen devices. Okay. So right now it says the device is offline. If you can see on my screen, it says device offline. That's probably because there might be a yeah, there's something called allow USB debugging. So always allow. Okay, and let's try again, same command. Now it says device, so basically it's ready for unlocking the bootloader. Now to unlock the bootloader, there's a specific set of steps. So this is the instructions which you find on the Lineage OS website. So let's go down to the bootloader. Let's reboot into the bootloader. So let's adb boot. So the phone is here. Let's press enter. Let's see if the phone restarts. Yes. So over here you can see in the bottom it says that the device is locked, and the start option is there. So I'm not going to show you much details because I have serial number and all that. Okay, so it says the device is locked. So and we can see that to focus. Yeah, so battery is charging. It's there. Now what you'll do is we'll try to check if it is fast boot ready. So right. So we should get a different number, or mostly the same number. So yeah, it's there. Now we will try to fast boot and device info. Okay, so when you're pressing this device info, we will get a lot of information which morely looks like oh wait a minute. So we'll get information. 1 second. Yeah. Okay, so when we unlock data, we will get a lot of information which more looks like this, and we should enter that on a computer and enter it in this blank column. Now this is basically the Motorola's or rather Lenovo's Lenovo. It is basically the website where we can go ahead and get the bootloader unlocked. That will be available in the Lineage OS website itself. You can find a link to that website. Just try and find it. Here it is. So once you follow the link, we'll get to this website, and we just have to log in, unlock the bootloader, and proceed from there. So this is how the information look like. So what I'll do is I'll try to get my information and check if my device can be unlocked. So we'll proceed with that. So what I did was I entered my unlock key, and now I got an option over here. It says that my device can be unlocked. Now I got if it's unlockable, you'll get this request unlock key, which I can find it down here. And I got a warning from Motorola saying that you better go ahead and accept this document. So I'll agree it and I'll request. So this will come as we'll get a mail saying that the device is unlocked, and there'll be a message or an email sent to me which will have all the data, so we can proceed with unlocking the phone. And we'll get this rotten message which says warning, bootloader unlocked. So what I'll do is, so what's the next step? That is, you have to turn off the device, start your device in fast boot mode, which is basically here, and we need to enter the unique key which is sent by mail, and we can proceed from there. So what I'll do is I'll do just that. I'll go ahead and get my unlock key, and let's see. let's try to unlock the device. Okay, so from what you can see here is that there is a new error message which says that check allow OEM unlock in developer mode, failed, remote failure, finished. So basically I'll have to reboot back into the into the phone, and let's see if I can try to get back my phone, try to unlock the OEM. So let's try to do just that. So what I'll do is okay, I kind of forgot what was the reboot command. Let's see. Fastboot is available. Yeah, fastboot reboot. So it's restarting the phone. Let's restart it and get back to the developer options and try to find a way to unlock the OEM. Okay, so I've rebooted into the phone, and let's try to find that option which says to unlock OEM. It's most probably should be in the developer options, obviously. Yeah, there you go. OEM unlocking. So set that. Oh, it needs my pen. Okay, so it says the device protection features are not on while this device settings turn on enable. Okay, so that's that. Let's try to fastboot, sorry, ADP reboot bootloader. So restart the phone into bootloader mode. There you go. And I'll try to unlock the OEM now. Okay, so from what you can see on the screen is that it says that the phone is unlocked successfully, and if I bring the phone up down here, it says that device is unlocked, status code 3, software status official, transfer mode is USB connected. So we are ready to rock and roll. So next step would be to actually install the recovery. So from here itself we can actually flash the recovery, or right now. So let's say fast boot. Recovery, and the name of the recovery file would be twrplux. Okay, twrplux. I'm not sure if that's going to work. I hope you can see that what I'm trying to do. There you go. Okay, so it says that it's writing recovery finished, total time blah, and okay, so recovery is done, and we should be proceeding to the next level, which should be reboot recovery. Yeah. I don't think I did that right, but here you go. This is the bootloader unlock message, which says that you did all kinds of crazy stuff. Your liability for harming a person if it tries to pull off a Samsung on us. but the boot animations all remain the same. Okay, so let's wait for that to restart, or and then try to get back to reboot into recovery. So I'll just enter the command here, adb reboot to recovery. Okay, so I'm still waiting for the phone to start up. Let's see, it's adb reboot recovery. Let's see if that helps out. Yeah. So basically this is simple steps, it's not that hard to follow. I will try to get on to the Moto G tools where I had G apps and yeah, add-on is here. Copy this to and paste. Okay, so what has happened now is it's actually gone ahead and tossed us back into skip. It has basically wiped our device, so it's back to stock without any data. Probably there might be data, but all the apps might be reset. So it says it can take up to 2 minutes. How long can 2 minutes be? I can't skip. Just a second. Oh, hello. I'm okay. Accept and continue. Checking for updates. Oh, this is frustrating. I did not predict this, but yeah, we got our phone reset at least. It might take time. There you go. No thanks. So I'm recording this on an LG G3 actually, and this LG G3 is actually using Lineage OS, and yeah, it's pretty good. There might be some bugs here and there, but you know, you can't help it. Bugs are everywhere. Bugs is there even on the stock OS also. And I'm not ready to wait for Nougat to arrive on the phone yet, but let's expecting that in the future. But rather than waiting for it with the buggy software, let's rather install a different custom OS and get daily updates. So I'll skip all this, skip, yeah, come on, just a sec. I'm using Geo SIM, which is basically a free SIM as of now. As of this date, we have to pay 99 rupees to get Prime membership on this particular cell phone provider, and it's a 4G cell phone provider, so you can see it running on the VoLTE or the HD calls mode. So by default, I mean, this OS had to be patched with a VoLTE update later, but apparently Lineage has it by default because it's OEM dependent. So let's see, I'll just wait. It's taking more than a second, so I'll pause. So we got the phone restarted and it's fresh and new, doesn't have any apps installed, nothing of sort. So you'll go down to settings and enable the developer settings. Here are developer now, developer options, it's on. OEM unlocking, let's keep that on, and USB debugging, we'll set that also on. Agree, okay, done. so we are ready to, the debugging part is ready now. So let's test the device before we go into recovery. Yeah, it's existing. See, the device option has come up over there, and let's reboot into recovery and see if the TWRP which installed works or not. So you got the bootloader unlocked message, and okay, no command. Probably that TWRP is not exactly the right one, so let's get out of it. Okay, there must be some sort of trouble. Don't tell me I bricked my device. I'll get back to this. Right, give me a second. As you saw previously, I was having some trouble with the recovery TWRP. So probably, just probably, it might be an issue with the way the type of TWRP I had installed in the phone. So what I'll try to do is I'll try to replace the recovery. So I'll just go down to reboot into the bootloader, and let's try to flash another recovery into it. So there it is, it's gone there. Yeah, so this is an older version of the same TWRP, and yes, apparently it's done. We started to recovery mode. Let's see if that works out. If it works, we will get the TWRP page. Oh yes, finally, this is the right one. Okay, so swiped to allow modifications. So yeah, so this is TWRP, and the first thing we need to do is to back up the EFS. But where is that? Advanced. Let me just read. I need to back up the EFS file system. Let me just try to figure that out. So what I'm doing now is I'm backing up the phone to my memory card. So it's at 1%, and as soon as it's done, we'll get back to it, and we'll proceed to the rest of the steps, because I'm not able to find the EFS file, and let's see if that helps out. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and wipe the device, go to advanced wipe, and the things we need to wipe is basically the cache, the system, and the data partition, and Dalvik, internal storage, microSD, Android secure, all that can remain safe. So just swipe to wipe. Back. So the wipe is complete. Now we will go and try to push try to wipe, advanced wipe. What I'll try to do is I'll try to remove most of the folders which are already there. That's a bit bulky, don't want that. So I'll go to advanced file manager, SD card, download, file manager, upper layer. Let this stay download. Ah, they see there's nothing in that, so I can proceed anyways. We'll try to push the image files. So let's take this, copy it, paste it here, and we'll try to push the files. adb push, adb push, Lineage. Nope, no, yes. Nightly sign lux to /stcart / Okay, so that should push the data from the computer to the phone into the SD card location, and it might take some time considering it's a big OS. It's 300 MBs in size. 300 MBs in size, so that's quite small. You can't call it big, but it'll have the least amount of bloatware possible. Only the essentials, whatever is required, unless you install something unwanted. So let's wait for it to push. Till then, I'll pause the video. Okay, so as you can see that the ADB has pushed the software, the OS, into the SD card. So let's see if we can find it. Install and up a level. This is external SD. We want the SD card. Yeah, there you go. So there it is, right in the bottom. And we need to push GApps and open add-on SE also. GApps. Alright. Open GApps. Okay. I don't think this should take much time. Not sure about that. It's more or less the same size, but let's see. GApps is 131 MB. Shouldn't take much time. And add-on SU, I guess, is it add-on SU? I'm not sure. Let's see. Yes, it's add-on SU. Yeah, so that's also done. ADB add-on SEO, yes. STCRD / okay, so it's all done. Now we just have to install the software. So let's go down here, let's unlock, and first this, add more zips, open issue, add more zips, add on SEO from the flash. Okay, some sort of error. Let's go back to home. Swipe. Install Lineage, add on OpenGApps. Okay, this is a pretty interesting error. Let me just take a look at that. Okay, so what I feel is that it should be updating this TWRP. So I'll just go into the bootloader, reboot into the bootloader, and run install. Let's go into the bootloader and try to install. Yes, yeah, bootloader. Let me try to push, or rather install, flash recovery TWR. Yeah, that's better. Recovery mode. Okay, so it lured into recovery. It's a comparatively newer version of TWRP. Let's see if that works. Yes, it's a newer version. So, install SD card, Lineage, add zips, OpenGApps, add zips, add on swipe. Yep, that's better now. Now it's working. So yes, always if you are planning to update Moto X, and always make sure you're using a updated version of TWRP. Not exactly the latest, but what I'm using is the December 2016 version of TWRP. So yeah, it's almost done. It's patching the system. Next should be GApps. Let's see if that works. Yes, next is the GApps. This might take more time. GApps always tends to take more time. Now the GApps which I'm using is not exactly, it's known as a Pico version. If you can see Pico written over here, it's because it's minimalistic version of Google applications. So what you get is only the Play Store and probably the Play services. So you don't have Gmail, you don't have Maps, you don't have anything. Basically it's just the Play Store. So this is the most effective method, so you can at least prevent from installing probably unwanted things like Google Books or Google Movies or things like that which you don't use. So you are literally be able to choose what Google softwares you want. So that is the one of the biggest advantages. And there's basically even this Lineage OS has its own clock software, which is mostly similar to the Google Apps software. So yes, it's done. It's installed even the routing system also. So we'll just reboot the system. Let's see if that works. Let's see if Lineage pops up. Bootloader unlocked. There you go. That's Lineage, the most latest version of Lineage. This is apparently the Volti mascot of Lineage, and it's a part of the April Fool joke which Lineage decided to play on everybody. I'm already having, as I said previously, I'm having Jio's 4G SIM card inside the phone. So let's see if that will also work, or if the IMEI number decides to back up. That's something which I faced in another phone. I had to restore it on the chip level itself and without replacing the motherboard. But I hope that hassle doesn't come on this, because Motorola phones are comparatively more reliable than other phones, like the LG. The LG was really bad. I really struggled trying to install. So yeah. Well, this octopus seems this I can't call this an octopus also. It's just got 4 legs. Seems to be swimming for a long time. Let's see when it finishes swimming. Probably shake the phone. No, it doesn't help. The screen has become dimmer. That's why you can see the background. Anytime now it should boot. So always the first boot tends to take a long time, so we can be really patient for this. That the computer has detected the phone, and yes, oh hello, I saw something on top. Okay, Lineage. Next, United States. Okay, next, the network has detected, which is a good sign. Set up as a new device. See all Wi-Fi. Let me connect to my Wi-Fi network. Oh, I didn't know there was a light over here. I'm noticing that for the first time. That's interesting. Wow, there's actually a white light on the Motorola, and that's something we don't see the stock software, stock OS. That's great. It's a very useful feature. So yes, let me set up my Google account. This is interesting. It was probably one of the most easiest setups possible, and fastest method of rooting, going all the way from unlocking the device to setting it up. Although this video is broken up into several sectors, which means that I haven't done it in a stretch, but it's over time. So let's see. Next, set up later. Next, start. So yes, about phone, Android 7.7.1, running on Lineage XT1602, March 5, 2017, latest of the latest operating system. So yes, we have did it, and yeah, that light probably signifies that the phone is charging. So I'll be checking the phone further on, and I'll get back to you on this. So thank you for watching the video on how to install Lineage into your phone, and I hope everything is fine and you are able to also do the same and install everything just fine. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. So just to give you a walkthrough of the Lineage OS on the Moto X Play. This is the actual Moto X Play device. What you can see here is the basic interface. We have by default, what the SIM cards I put in is the Jio 4G SIM card and a Vodafone SIM card in SIM 2. And you can see that the message says the device is HD capable, which means that we can make VoLTE calls. So to prove that point, I will try to make a phone call to my own number. So let's see. Okay, and yes, it is so yes, so Jio 4G works on the Lineage OS. So yes, that's working, and the signal rate is also pretty good in comparison to the original operating system, although this message is pretty annoying and we can get rid of it later. And to show you the memory utilization of this, let's go to settings, and let's see, there are 22 default applications, out of which 5 GB is used internally, and the battery is at 97%. Memory use is average of 727 MB out of 1.9 GB. So it's pretty good, 38% usage. And it says last 3 hours, but we haven't been using this for 3 hours. We just got this booted up, and pretty much a lot of options over here. And the Lineage OS, you can see that it is on the latest Android 7.7.1 version, supporting VoLTE, and Android version right here, Nougat. So you can go back, and build date also is set to April 6th, that is just this week, or rather yesterday. This is the latest operating system, so it was yesterday's. And by default, these are the softwares. AudioFX, BrowZip, probably BrowZip is a temporary software. Browser, which is based on Chrome. If you want to see, I can open that for you. So if you remember how Chrome looks like, this is morely Chrome's interface. Calculator, calendar, camera, clock, files, FM radio, gallery, messaging, recorder. This is screen recorder actually. You can record the screen or you can record audio. And finally we have radio, which works, and the camera. So we just allow it. Okay, so the camera is also a basic interface, and it has a lot of options over here, which includes flash, GPS, picture size, picture quality, face detection. You can set it to on, white balance, and anti-banding, and there is possibly even stabilization. There is also multiple effects like night mode, mono, sepia, solarize, posterize, aqua. Then there is HD, and then there is the front camera. The video by default, I think it is 1080p, which is the maximum, and you can take even lower low speed or slow motion videos also. I'm not sure where I can find that option. Focus, continuous, storage, exposure, white balance. Okay, so that is the camera app, basically supporting the full HD version here. And then there's the panorama version also on the phone. Panorama camera, and 21 megapixel is by default, and that's the capability of the phone itself. And audio effects is also an interesting option. If you connect your headphones to this, you can actually set the bass and the virtualization, and it's very good. It's a very good effect, and while listening to music, so it's recommended. And the gallery app is as usual, messaging, the usual. It's got a default music app. You can, and it's got a good interface also. You can choose by albums, artists, playlists, and it's got shuffling and all the details. And as I said, G-Apps has only installed Play Store and no other Gmail applications, Google applications. The calendar is a default application, and the clock is also a default application, nothing else. So yeah, so this is the Lineage OS on the Motorola Moto X Play, and it's a it's a recommended OS. It's a very good operating system based on CyanogenMod, and I would encourage you to go ahead and install this software on your phone. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you would like and subscribe to this channel, and that helps, that gives a lot of encouragement for me to proceed with more such devices, rooting, unboxing, and reviewing. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.